So you know how people let go of things? I say, how strong is your will to hold on to something? In this world, people let things go too easily, see? The energy isn't there into what they want to put. They let it down, but what does it do? Then it becomes a lesser factor, fragmented out, so the energy goes into more things, right? But if it held in them stronger things, what really matters, it wouldn't get out of order to begin with. Can't you see what I mean? So next time, test your will. See how long go, test the other person. And they strive to get better. But, the soul can handle through anything. Throughout any lifetime or anything. So when you actually look at it, how many times are you giving up on a process? How many times do you do something and never see a result, but you give up on it? Because the thing is, how relentless is everybody going to be until something can change with energy input of our factor? But we'd have to bring our energy together somehow to make an impact. What better way to do that if certain people who had the, say, position now to do something, or vice versa. But what I'm saying is that I'm doing what I'm going to do when I can, when I get there. But it's just like so many opportunities. How strong is your will to actually make something go through with what you want to apply with your life? Like, how many times somebody tell you that no and everything else? In this reality, it's so simple to, look at so many things everybody else's eyes, but through the eyes of someone who sees things for what it is. There is no words when I look at something. I don't see a word when I look at a tree. I don't see you know what I mean? And everybody knows this. It's just the basis of this function, which is fine. But the thing is that we only go to this faction. Any other cartoons or anything outside of that fact, we think that's nothing to connect us with that of what we actually are, though. The spirit and the soul is something beyond the fact of this physicality, is which we know that. But yet, if it's not out in the open, if the whole world's not aware of this yet, the thing is, though, when you're born into existence, this is the real scope of things as you live each day when you wake up every day. Now, if that's real in itself, and we know that, we know the other aspects of what we are real with it to come to us into this form of a being of what this is. What I'm telling you is basically what I truly know, but just on a more open, less intricate, trying to explain myself, more of a way where I can really explain it to you. Because between people doing things, we think we compete. No, just create your own thing and start from there and expand. Like, we think we need to butt heads with all the politicians and all that. No, take all your energy, put it outside of the fact. Grab all that energy of what you put and all that money outside of the fact and create something more with it, with other people who have that common interest, which you can trust. And not just because they have more money and power, whatever. You really have to go upon your judgment. And your judgment will really show upon what you do in each day you try to prove whatever you prove. And each day can be a step towards that. And you think it's not going to add up, but it adds up to what you develop into. And if everybody did that to develop into something, they would only put their time and energy into what it is. And pretty soon it would totally change it, But my mission is a little different than yours. Yours, in those basic terms, you're not has such a immense thing to this. I have a little bit more, but I'm so accustomed and familiar with it, it's fine for me, trust me. And the thing is that it's just who I am, and when I'm fulfilling myself, I feel like I'm doing a lot better because I'm actually who I am in this existence of like what I put. So then you get back out of it. You get back from it. You don't realize what you get back to actually put something first, because it's in your soul to do anything and everything that there is for it, whether you live or die, and then you get back so much. I have a toothache today. I was actually dealing with it for a long time. And I'm not complaining about it. It's just that it does hurt for a period of time, and I don't feel the blister or anything because you can't focus on anything else when it hurts that bad and numbs into your skull and all that. But the thing is, I find that humbling in effect, or testing my will. See how, it's like bringing on a little bit more. I go, you know what I mean? Because I need to be trained even harder than I am, because back then I know how hard it was, and the things that I endured, I can endure again. And it's all a state of mind. It's just because we got a little weak in a certain fashion of it. We're not developing into that because we're developing into something else through time. See? Now you're starting to get the hint of where a power is lying or going into. You know what I mean? When we start going outside of that fact, or letting the air hit our skin more, not wearing shirts, even in the rainy days, I was like, wow, I'm not even cold, because for several days I wasn't even wearing a shirt. Because when you get acclimated to the shirt, then it takes away from that, the airy feeling in your body where that it gets a little toughness. To the rain and all that, when you're out there just in, say, a t-shirt, you can endure that twice as much if you just not, say, put on a shirt for that amount of time. Your whole body gets acclimated, not just your arms just from a tank top or a long sleeve shirt. It'd be the whole fashion of it because of the wind and everything of how it acclimates to the body, you know what I mean? So I know exactly what I'm talking about. Because, I could go really into depth about all these things, and it's just my mind playing out. See, when my mind plays out, it can tell you things about the real function inside here, inside everything else. Because how are we, mankind as a race, any different of a living soul than anything else that has a natural function of itself? Just because it is grown up in a different race that actually took care of itself or didn't have that control over it, it made its function a little bit better because it was able to thrive, and some things just limit that function, right? Like this race. But we realize that, it is this fight here. It's not like we're all, really good, loving beings. It's just that we're caught up into this. But it's time that we got to take the power karmically to take it back, or we're karmically affected. See, that's why I'm like stressing like every day in my life, because I know this. I know. So, all right.